Welcome back to Tenfinity, where today we uncover the surprising sides of history's most infamous figures. Today we're diving into a list of notorious individuals who, despite their dark reputations, have made some unexpectedly positive contributions. Let's explore these paradoxical stories. 10. Ted Bundy, the killer who helped save lives. Ted Bundy is a name synonymous with horror, known for his brutal murder spree across the 1970s, which claimed the lives of at least 30 young women. Yet there's an unsettling twist to his story. In 1971, Bundy worked as a volunteer at the Seattle Crisis Clinic, offering support to people in crisis. His work involved helping individuals contemplating suicide, a stark contrast to his later crimes. Despite the shocking nature of his actions, this period of his life highlights a bizarre duality in his character. 9. Ivan the Terrible, the Reformer and Conqueror. Ivan IV, known as Ivan the Terrible, ruled Russia from 1547 to 1584 with a reign marked by extreme cruelty. His brutal tactics included the execution of civilians to expand his territory and even the murder of his own son. However, his rule also brought significant reforms. Ivan established the Zemsky Sobor, an early form of parliament, and implemented administrative changes that helped consolidate and expand Russian power. Despite his vicious reputation, his contributions to Russian governance had a lasting impact. 8. Andrew Jackson, the president who paid off the national debt. Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States, is infamous for his role in the Trail of Tears, which forcibly removed thousands of Native Americans from their ancestral lands, leading to immense suffering and death. Additionally, Jackson's presidency was marred by his controversial policies and nepotism. Yet, he achieved a remarkable feat by paying off the national debt in 1835, the only time in U.S. history that this was accomplished. Moreover, he adopted a Native American child, although some historians suggest this might have been a political move rather than an act of genuine compassion. 7. Napoleon Bonaparte is most famously known for his military conquests across Europe, which resulted in significant loss of life and widespread destruction. Despite the bloodshed, Napoleon's legacy includes the Napoleonic Code, a legal framework that introduced principles of equality before the law and significantly reformed the feudal system. His legal reforms have had a lasting influence on legal systems worldwide, showing a complex side to his otherwise violent reign. 6. Jim Jones, the leader of the People's Temple, is primarily remembered for the tragic Jonestown Massacre in 1978, where over 900 followers died in a mass suicide. Before this horrific event, Jones was known for his advocacy of racial integration and social justice. His churches promoted civil rights and provided a platform for racial harmony in a time of segregation. While his later actions were catastrophic, his initial efforts to promote equality reflect a more positive aspect of his complex legacy. 5. Pablo Escobar, the infamous drug lord of Colombia, led the Medellin cartel and was responsible for numerous violent acts and drug trafficking crimes. Despite his criminal empire, Escobar was known among some locals as a modern-day Robin Hood. He used his wealth to fund community projects, build housing, and support local soccer teams. His philanthropic activities earned him a degree of admiration in Colombia, illustrating a stark contrast to his criminal activities. Saddam Hussein, the notorious dictator of Iraq, was responsible for numerous human rights abuses and violent conflicts. However, he also initiated several developmental projects, including building schools, hospitals, and improving infrastructure, which earned him some support among Iraqis. The Yakuza, Japan's infamous organized crime syndicate, are known for their involvement in various illegal activities. Surprisingly, they have also been involved in disaster relief efforts, providing aid and support to communities affected by natural disasters, which has garnered them a degree of appreciation from some Japanese citizens. 4. The Yakuza, Japan's notorious organized crime syndicate, is typically associated with violence and crime. However, during the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, the Yakuza made an unexpected move by providing disaster relief. They sent trucks loaded with supplies such as food, water, and diapers to the hardest-hit areas. Their efforts highlighted a surprising side of the Yakuza, showing their willingness to assist in a time of crisis despite their notorious reputation. 3. Saddam Hussein is remembered for his brutal regime and the oppressive tactics used against his own people. His rule was marked by human rights abuses, including mass executions and torture. Nonetheless, Hussein also oversaw significant infrastructure development in Iraq, including improvements to roads, electricity, and public education. His government also made strides in advancing women's rights in the 1970s, offering more equality in various aspects of life. 2. Al Capone, the notorious Chicago gangster, is best known for his involvement in the St. Valentine's Day Massacre and his criminal empire. However, during the Great Depression, Capone opened a soup kitchen in Chicago, providing thousands of meals to the city's needy. Despite the criminality of his life, Capone's soup kitchen served as a lifeline for many struggling through harsh economic times. His willingness to provide aid without any red tape or paperwork earned him a mixed reputation, illustrating that even those with a dark past can show compassion. 1. Adolf Hitler, one of history's most infamous dictators, is primarily remembered for his role in the Holocaust and the devastation of World War II. Yet, amidst his atrocities, Hitler also implemented progressive animal welfare laws in Nazi Germany. The Animal Protection Act of 1933 aimed to protect animals from cruelty and prohibited mistreatment in circuses and zoos. While his motivations were complex and linked to his broader ideology of racial purity, these laws reflect an unusual and unsettling aspect of his regime. And that wraps up our list of notorious figures who made surprising positive contributions. History is full of contradictions, and sometimes the most unexpected individuals have left a mark in ways we wouldn't expect. What did you think of these revelations? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more intriguing content from Tenfinity. Share your thoughts and suggestions for future videos in the comments below. Thank you for watching Tenfinity. See you next time.